I'm not an overly religious man, but I have seen in my life God's miracles and grace. I owe so much to Him and thank Him every day for all His blessings.
A visionary, a leader, a doer, a true-blooded Tarlaqueño. Eduardo Murphy Cojuangco Jr., popularly known as Danding, is the firstborn of Eduardo Cojuangco Sr. and Josephine Murphy Cojuangco. From an ordinary province boy, he turned into a pragmatic and forward thinker whose works, accomplishments, and contributions to nation building have placed the province of Tarlac to where it is now, home of industry players and leaders. With his good-natured charisma, love for continuous learning and improvement, Boss Danding had set standards for a successful entrepreneur and capable leader. Taking his father's legacy to heart, he followed his footsteps as a well-respected politician. Boss Danding started this path at a young age of 22, bringing about notable progress in his town as a councilor and vice mayor. It was no surprise that Boss Danding Cojuangco was warmly welcomed by his fellow Tarlaqueños and was elected as the provincial governor in 1967. He was also known as the governor who refused receipt of his salaries in favor of using them to further extend his assistance to Tarlaqueños. With his impressive credentials and clean track record, Boss Danding became the representative-elect for the 1st District of the province of Tarlac in the 7th Congress in 1970. His proactive efforts and innovative leadership were recognized by the national government, which awarded him the rank of an officer in the Legion of Honor and as one of the most outstanding congressmen in 1970, commending his unwavering advocacy to alleviate the lives of the marginalized sector, especially in his home province.
He is a very compassionate person. He feels the suffering of other people, the struggle. Like for example, Batyo Tarlac, nag-usap kami. Pidyong kanya, hanggang ngayon hindi ko pa nasuklian ang kabutihan ng Tarlac sa akin. Yun ang sabi niya, Pidyong, pag nagampanan ko na yon, hihinto na ako. Yun ang ultimate goal ni Boss. How can he repay the goodness of the people of Tarlac province?
In 1985, Boss Danding founded the Eduardo Cojuangco Foundation Incorporated, also known as ECF, that aims to provide assistance to the less fortunate through scholarship grants for teachers and students who aspire to complete their studies or master their crafts as educators. Under his campaign Project Free, or flagships to reach educational excellence, public school teachers were able to take education to a notch higher through masteral and doctorate degrees. Boss Danding once said, "By educating our teachers, we hope to raise the standards of our schools." At the age of 82, Boss Danding Cojuangco has proven more than enough in so many ways how perseverance and forward thinking can bring a person to places that no one has ever imagined. He applied his learnings from the farmlands of Paniki Tarlac to being one of the first to shift to non-traditional farming, which earned him numerous recognitions and his doctorate degrees in economics and agribusiness management from the University of Mindanao and the Tarlac College of Agriculture, respectively. As viewed from his untiring efforts, one can say that he will not stop in promoting the agricultural sector and how it contributes to the country as a whole. He believes that agrarian reform must go beyond mere land redistribution. We must be able to provide farmers with permanent sources of income. To date, Boss Danding Cojuangco chaired, managed, and spearheaded the success of approximately 50 companies that greatly contributed to the nation's economic growth. Being the farm boy turned business tycoon that he is, He ventured into businesses ranging from food and beverage, cement manufacturing, farming, banking, property development, oil and gas, and international commerce, to mention a few. His success story echoes not only in the halls of San Miguel Corporation, but in this part of the world. As the country's premier corporation and the largest food and beverage corporation in Southeast Asia, he remains as San Miguel's Chief Executive Officer up to the present time. A man of many great accomplishments, a public servant, a legislator, an ambassador, CEO of many of the big industry players, a friend, a great father and grandfather, Boss Danding has proven again and again that success is not only measured by one's wealth and triumphs, but by the manner of facing the hurdles with strength, dignity, and compassion. Tarlac City is honored to be mentored and guided by a true-blooded Tarlaqueño, serving the genuine cause to progress and greatness, all wrapped in the person of Eduardo Danding Cojuangco Jr.